As someone who's not an affiliate and not sponsored by VidIQ, I'll be giving you my review of their AI thumbnail generator. Is it actually worth your time? Is this an actual way you can make thumbnails? That's what we're going to figure out. So inside of VidIQ, you just got to go to create here, and then you can click on thumbnails. That's going to take you to here. And then you can literally type your thumbnail idea, and then you can also add some things here to really help it generate something. So to start, I'm going to click on face and objects, and it actually already pulled some images of me from either my thumbnails or my videos or something to that extent. I actually went ahead, I uploaded a photo of myself that I was actually posing for a thumbnail, and I also added a logo that we'll try for one of the next thumbnails. So I've got me here. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click continue. So it's going to reference my face, and it has that image. And for this thumbnail, I wanted to generate something like Ed Lawrence. And I feel like this is a very basic thumbnail. It's someone off to the side. There's going to be some letters. Like, should be pretty easy for the AI, hopefully, to get this. So I'm going to search up this video. I studied 1,000 YouTubers. Let's just type that in. I studied 1,000 YouTubers. And we'll click on this one here, click continue. And then my thumbnail, we're now supposed to describe what our thumbnail is. I want me off to the right with the left side having text saying YouTube beginner's guide. And then hopefully it'll see the reference there, and it should put like a nice black background and the nice bold text there as a reference. Let's see what it creates. And here we go. What did it do to my head, man? Holy crap. So it got the YouTube beginner's guide, but then it also added a laptop in and like a tabletop. And I'm definitely off to the side there. And also my head I've become Dr. Eggman in this one, apparently. So not quite ideal. This is too zoomed in, but maybe let's just say I sit off to the side. Let me just put in, I want text on screen that says YouTube beginner's guide with me on screen. So I'm not saying to throw me off to the side. Maybe that's where it got confused, but now I'm just being a little more less specific, so it has a little bit more freedom of where to put me and not try to listen to that. I'm gonna click on me again, and look at my head here. I'm not Dr. Eggman in real life. I do have a big forehead, but I'm not quite that big. And then let's reference that video again. Reference this one. I guess there is a computer in this photo, so maybe that's why it threw the computer in. Does he have one where he doesn't have a computer up? Here, let's do this one. The exact storytelling system, because that one doesn't have a computer up. There we go. So now it shouldn't generate a computer. Hopefully it's going to take that as a reference and not need to throw a computer in there. Create. Let's hope we don't see Eggman again. All right. Colin has gotten hair on his head. I mean, it spelt the text right. I will give it that. Like, we are getting correct text spelt, but like, I don't know what's going on with hair on my head there. Here I'm like growing some hair. I think the best one might be the middle one here. Other than my face, like, I feel like that is probably the best. But again, I probably wouldn't roll with this. I'd probably need to click on this and edit it more, but I can't really because my hair's all screwed up here. Maybe I click refine here, remove hair from my head. This might be a bad idea, but let's give it a go here. That's a little bit better, but I'm back to egg cone shape. Let's give me a baseball hat. Maybe that will help hide the weird egg head here. Well, not ideal. Zoom me out and show my shirt. That might not work. And then this is probably one of the other problems that you're gonna run into if you're gonna rely on AI to make your thumbnails is, for one, you have to know how to prompt. And I think that's probably going to be the biggest difficulty with thumbnails is you need to know what to type to tell the AI to do what you wanted to do, because now it's really screwed up the thumbnail. Or even with something like this, like, it's like, how do I fix this? I don't know where to go. In a normal, thumbnail editor, once you just learn the basics, I can rearrange myself. I can type text out. I feel like that's the biggest hurdle is people don't know what to type to get the results they want. Even me, I'm someone who does use Grok AI. I use Google Pro AI and Gemini. But I'm, And so I have some experience with prompting things, but this just feels like really difficult to get the exact result I want. But for the sake of this, let's say we aren't trying to add a face in. Maybe we just want to add a logo and go off of that. How usable is it for that case? And that's why I also added the YouTube logo here, so we could have that be a logo and that appear on screen. Like, it's already auto adding some of this in. Maybe we should do something else. Maybe like a video editing logo would be interesting. Ooh, here is a Photoshop logo. Let's add that in. Maybe we're making a Photoshop tutorial and we don't need to show our face in that. Like, we're just sharing our screen. So that'd be something really applicable we could use. What did you do? Where'd the Photoshop logo go? No. Not sure what happened there. Let's try a different logo then. Let's try DaVinci Resolve logo. Please do not remove the DaVinci Resolve logo. It's already removed. I already did all the work of removing the background on this, or we're grabbing a PNG. Hopefully that stays intact. Okay, not 100% perfect with removing the background, but we're gonna roll with it. And let's say we're doing like a beginner's editing tutorial. Let's say text on screen, how to edit for beginners. And with a light blue gradient with vignette on the edges. All right, let's create. Let's see if we can get some faceless type thumbnails with this tool. All right, so we got unlock your potential. I mean, the pros here is it did get the logo right. We have the logo on screen, but it went with easy color grading, start editing now. Like, this isn't my text on screen of how to edit for beginners. And then it added headphones. Like, I didn't ask it to add headphones. It still added headphones. I didn't ask it to add color grading, but it added it to the thumbnail. But let's see if we can still work with this. I'm gonna click on this and I can refine, change text to, like it's saying change text to get started. Change text to how to edit for beginners. Make changes. We might just be able to fix this even though, okay. How to edit for beginners. Make text white and bold with shadow behind it. And now how to edit for beginners with like white letters. It's suggesting to add a subtle shadow to logo. Let's just roll with that. Let's see if that helps enhances this a bit. See, and the shadow is now showing like the background behind it. Let's see if we can at least remove this. See if we can erase this without erasing the letters. Erase that, because we don't need that. We have the DaVinci logo. Cool. All right, let's try to refine this again. Change text to bold letters. How to edit. Make it say beginner editing tutorial. Let's just shorten it a little bit. Run it again. Okay, that's better. I don't know why, but the letters don't feel as sharp, but I can work with that. Otherwise, there is like the option to add, looks like text in if I want to just type the text in. Like this, you know, now I've reworked it enough here and have asked it and prompted it enough to where it has designed this, and you know, this could be something. But part of this too, like this text is not centered with the logo here. Like, it's just a bit lower, so it's not very like composition wise, this isn't really balanced. And maybe I could refine it and say move text up so it is in line with the logo. Not sure if it will know what to do. Let's see if it maybe if it'll move it up a little bit. Nah! See, this is exactly the problem. You can potentially get some results with this tool. It is possible, but at the same time, you can tell it one thing, it's going to do some crazy stuff here. And maybe as a beginner, you know, this might be looked at as easier. I can just have AI make my thumbnails. AI is going to automate this for me. But to be honest, it's not that hard to learn Canva. Like, you can literally watch a Canva tutorial. Heck, I have Canva tutorials on this channel that can teach you. And it's not that hard to just add some text, add a logo, and like make a simple design. Or if you do want something more complex and more competitive to what's out there, like that's also why I do sell thumbnail templates at a low cost. So that way people are actually getting something that's been optimized for YouTube, that someone can just go in, add their photo in, change the text, and they're done. And the composition is already good, and the text is bold and clear, and it's really just making a few quick adjustments, and then you can upload. I feel like that, at least at this point, is a much better option than trying to go this AI route and trying to get it to to function for you. But I'll definitely keep an eye on this tool and let you guys know as they update it, if it gets to a point where it's a little bit more usable. But I don't think at this point this is something that a new creator can actually use to maybe make life easier for them, especially with thumbnails being the most important part of your video and persuading viewers to click. I wouldn't trust it to AI really to get that job done. I'll put the thumbnail tutorial up on screen right now, and also comment down below if you do want me to test other thumbnail tools and things out there. I will let you know, give you a good review and feedback on those. So hope to catch you there.